Hello, and welcome again. Today, we're gonna try something different. We're just in Ducati Dublin, and we're gonna have a look at the 2023 Ducati Monster 937. It's a sport naked bike made by Ducati. It's a bit different to the Monster, which used to be made by Ducati for the years with a trellis frame. This one has completely changed frame to aluminum one and comes from Panigale, Ducati Panigale. Yes, so that will tell us this bike belongs to the sport naked category, same as KTM 890 Duke R or Street Triple RS. I will position this bike something between Street Triple R and RS. This is the base version of Ducati Monster. This bike doesn't have a adjustable front suspension, front forks at all, and the rear shock, it's only preload adjustment. So it's terms of the suspension is quite basic. It's not that fancy as the Street Triple RS, but in standard has the quick shifter, 17-inch alloys front and rear. The front one is standard 120, and it's Wear Pilleri Rosso 3. So that's the more street oriented tires. Front brake, it's a Brembo M432 caliper, so it's not too bad. 320 millimeters double discs. The rear brake, it's also Brembo 240 2 pistons caliper. Nice exhaust. Looks very nice actually. Flush in indicators. So that's very nice design, because when you walk around the bike or when you try to push it, sometimes the sticking out indicators you can easily bend or just ripped. Nice front headlights with lovely day running lights. I can show you now. Looks like kind of angel light all around. Clutch lever, fully adjustable. Brake lever, also fully adjustable for the span. We look at the cockpit. Tank is only 14 liters, so quite small tank. The cockpit looks very nice. It's quite small, but that's usually what the nakeds they have today. But the placement of the all information is very useful, very readable. So it's actually nice. Of course, it has the riding modes. So it has sport, urban, touring. So we stay in sport. So we have horn, mode button, light. This button actually changes the information displayed on the screen. So it's trip, consumption, trip time, trip 2. Okay, and this is the flasher. On the other side, completely switch off the lights, the hazard lights, kill switch. Nice big mirrors. Actually like them. They don't look so fancy at the bar like the barrel mirrors, but they actually very usable, because this bike, if you ride it in town through the traffic, there's less chances that you're gonna scratch somebody else, because the barrel mirrors quite sticking out, so you're limited to the space. Yeah, typical sport naked bike. No fairings. This is V2 engine with 111 brake horsepower, so it's less power than Street Triple RS, but has 94 Newton meters of torque, so it's actually slightly torquey than the Street Triple. The dry weight is 164 kilos. The wet weight is 188 kilos. The seat height is 820 millimeters. You can buy also the factory low seat, which drops you down to 800 millimeters. But also you can buy the whole lowering kit, which drops the bike to 770 millimeters. So if you're a small person, you can just easy adjust the bike to your needs. So like I said, the front forks, they're not adjustable at all. The front wheel travel is 130 millimeters. The rear wheel travel is 140 millimeters. Pirelli Diablo Rosso 3, so that's definitely more road focus oriented tires than the Street Triple has. The Street Triple has pure kind of track oriented tires. It looks nice. I have to say, it looks very nice, but maybe not that fancy as the Street Triple. Still nice looking bike. This is V-twin engine, which produce 111 brake horsepower and 93 Newton meters of torque. 6-speed gearbox. This base version doesn't have a seat cowl. It's quite basic. It's quite basic compared to the Street Triple. It obviously has quick shifter as standard, but beside that, it doesn't have the IMU. It has riding modes, of course ABS, but beside that, nothing. So it's very light bike. It's fully, like, you know, loaded with the all fluid, fully loaded with 14 liters of petrol. It's weighs only 188 kilos, so it's quite light and very nimble. I can feel it. So sitting on this bike, I can feel it is light and nimble, and it's quite short. It's quite different position to the Street Triple. It's more upright position. With the Street Triple, you lean more over the bike on the front wheel. I can start the bike for you, because the V2 it has very nice sound. So can you hear that barking sound of the V2 engine? Respond to the throttle is instant. Yeah. Like I said, looks nice, but different. Different to the, like, you know, design of the Street Triple. It's typical Italian bike, typical, like, you know, fancy Italian style bike, and it's typical sport naked bike. So we'll see if it's real monster or just lost something from the to be monster and just it's our only ordinary naked bike. We'll see when we take it for the test drive. I like the dash. You can clearly see everything on this dash, yeah. So now we can have a look for the two different designs, different approaches for the sport naked bikes, the Triumph and the Ducati Monster. Single front light to the traditional two lights from the Triumph. Different frames, different design. So completely different approach for the sport naked category. The Ducati is taller bike, taller tank. The position is more straight up versus the Street Triple. As we can see, the both bikes wearing the Pirelli tires, but Street Triple straight away from factory comes with the Super Corsas, when Ducati more road oriented tires, Rosso 3. So have to say, very nice sounding exhaust as a stock one, two pipes. The noise is kind of barking noise. Nice flushing indicators where Triumph has kind of sticking out, and sometimes when you walk around, try to push the bike, you can easy to bend or just damage the indicator. So it's nice, it's kind of different design from Ducati. Like for me, Ducati is typical Italian bike. Triumph for me looks more fancier, better components, but the riding economics, just for me at least, better on the Ducati. Simple suspension, simple shock at the back, but they're just more road focusing setup. Suck up all the bumps, where the Street Triple, it's more sporty, you need kind of flat surface. They work perfect, but any like in road imperfection, any bumps, you can feel them. They're very harsh. Of course, they're fully adjustable. You can soften them up, but still kind of sport feeling. Okay, so there you have. If you want to see how this Monster looks against the previous generation of Street Triple. Okay. Overall, like I said, these days there's no bad bikes. Wherever you're gonna buy, wherever it's your budget, you will be happy. But I will strongly recommend you to test it before you buy, because you may not like it at the beginning, the vibration. You may not notice, you may live it with it, and vibration won't bother you, but I will highly recommend it to try it out. Okay. Talk to you then. See you next video. Stay tuned. Ride safe. Be happy. See you then. Bye.